Well, hello there, fellow loopers. I'm Peasant and I'm back with another run. So I am actually, I'm just like, sod it. Chapter 4, Rogue, let's do this. That's my plan. It's a good plan, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to deselect everything. I did try 0 milestone in my last run. I don't think that's going to help me. We like having armor. We do get armor, don't we? Yeah, we do get armor as Rogue. So I actually think Arsenal. Now, interesting. I think someone did do some maths in the comments saying that lowers its quality by 15, suggesting that it lowered all quality. But even in that case, it's still an improvement. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. So what have we identified that's broken with the Rogue? Outposts. That's it. That's the video. Okay, what else do we want? So we've got some idea. I have fought the Act 4 boss before, well, a stage of the Act 4 boss before, so kind of, I think we want to go with the old ways. So I think maybe we do want the Blood Grove. Now to do that, we're going to want Grove or Forest. Forest, obviously attack speed, wonderful. But the trouble is with that is that if we go with too much attack speed, then we have to worry about our stamina. But let's just go with this for now. Okay. So in theory, we could go with that as everything from that row. I like spiders though for the sake of having the extra cards. So forest would bump our attack speed a whole ton, but maybe we, river would buff those forests. I think lowering everyone's HP is interesting as well. Going with the Oasis strategy and reducing everyone's attack speed is also interesting. Yeah, hard to know what a good approach is here. The Blood Groves are good for loot, but I really like the Ruins for loot. The trouble is that there's only really one place that's safe to put Ruins, and that's just before your camp. So I'm thinking, actually, no. Maybe we don't do that. We could go with some Storm Temples and magic damage. Then we're not going to run into the attack speed problem as much because we can use the forest, and it does look like rivers do buff forests and burn forests. It's just that I'm not. My science is could do with some improving. Now we could go for a third landscape, but it's that thing of knowing like how condensed do we go. The trouble with village is that they do spawn bandits. So maybe we need at least 2 from here. We could go cemetery, and we could go Grove if we need 2 from here, but the Ruins is such a nice early loot drop. I think this is my best thing I've stumbled on so far. So this is very limited. We could of course we've got the obligatory Behind the Face Oblivion. I am going to take it, and I think is that the plan? Is this the attempt? I mean, we don't have spiders. So the advantage of spiders is that they give you lots of cards. By playing lots of cards, you then are able to bring on the boss sooner. And at this level, each loop gets harder more quickly. And I'm just convincing myself at this point to. I'm going to go with spiders. They will. The thing is that they're not going to clog my deck because they will bring in more stuff. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And I think that's what I'm going to go with on this one. Could go, and there's that thing, if I get Bookery, I could then get rid of useless things. Like, for example, Ruins are going to be kind of useless. Yeah, and here we go. Right, I'm going to just do it and stop adding nonsense to my deck. Okay. Alright, let's go. Chapter 4. We can do this. Oh, look at that. We've won already. So, get our Arsenal out. And okay, so these are premium spots because we get our Watchtower support. So I think we'll just put this somewhere relatively irrelevant. Relatively irrelevant. Okay. And there's our Bookery. I mean, part of me wants to see what happens when it collapses. After 20 exchanges. So if we've got a full hand of cards, that'll be 7 exchanges. And there's the Ruins. So we'll probably put the Blood Grove, the Blood Grove here. So we'll put the ruins there. We still want the experience from fighting it, even if we don't necessarily get all the loot. Rivers don't do anything on their own. Yeah, this is interesting. This is interesting because I basically got to fight the Lich early. Okay, so there's a thicket. So if we have a thicket here, then it's not getting any benefit from these rivers. Okay, so the other thing to think about is if we are burning forests, we probably want to think about that. I think burning thickets is just a sad waste. So if we have rivers, we kind of want the... Yeah, I don't know. We are definitely going to want a Blood Grove in here, so I'm just going to put this thicket in there for now. Oh yeah, there it is. So we've got the Blood Grove. Okay, that's really nice. That's a little the peasant special, the peasant farm special. Ooh, got some new kit. I'm very proud of it. Get ourselves some magic HP and some lovely new shoes. So we've got the evasion shoes. We've got even better shoes. Ooh, wow, there's much better shoes and a much better weapon. And I am short on metal, but I don't think I'm going to think about this too much. So yeah, now we want to be thinking about our forests and our storm temples. So maybe we have storm temples. This is a big empty area. We could have a river running up here and forests down both sides with storm temples at the top. However, it's a shame not to have them in the combat as well. And if we do have the river, maybe it could go up this way, then back, and then down this way. I guess it just depends on the balance of the cards. But we do have the bookery, so we should be able to fiddle it a bit. Yeah, so I'm going to go up this way. We're going to make fishmen here. That's actually kind of worrying. And these are all going to burn. Actually, maybe we don't burn on the right-hand side of the river. And we burn on the left-hand side of the river. And as you can see, I am just making this up as I go along. Because that's how I roll. That is how I roll. So yeah, as ever, if you have any questions about the game, I'll do my best to answer them. And also, you know, feel free to wade in and save me the trouble. I do read most things. I really appreciate all the encouragement from everyone. Thank you so much. And I do sincerely apologise for all the things I miss. I know I miss a lot. Okay, we've got spider ads. Spiders get really scary in Act 4. I actually think I'm going to bring in the cavalry. So with my turrets here, the trouble with the ruins is that actually if you put the ruins on this side, they will join in on the boss fight, which is kind of hilarious, but it's also kind of horrible. Okay, so we're soon going to be... A nice trick with Rogue is to activate this by kind of long pressing it. Because it means that when you get here, it's paused. So if you stay, you get all your loot, and now you're not just thrown into this fight just here. Works for me. Okay, we just got the one suit of armor. And that's bound to be an improvement. I don't want to be too... I was thinking, I've got to be really careful not to replace weapons I don't need to for the sake of my metal supplies, but I just don't think that's worth the the mental effort. All right, I think that's fine. I suppose this axe might be better. No. Okay, and then we've got forest here. So for now, it's going to give me attack speed, but in the future, it will give me. Oh yeah, we haven't got any of our outposts yet. So for now... So it'd be good to think about where I place my outpost. So here would be a good spot for an outpost, because it's got the 3 adjacencies. This too would be a decent spot for an outpost, and this could be for a really hard fight. Actually, I don't think I've got any hard fights in this deck. Or maybe even a ruins. The trouble with the ruins is it will influence the neighbouring spot. But I'm not going to... Yeah, let's go here with a future outpost in mind here. And go for these forests. So my attack speed is probably pretty good now. Pretty decent. We've still not got a storm tower. And is that an improvement? I think one of my favourite things about Rogue is this little pouch. Because I don't have to constantly check my items. I should see if I can get a pouch for the other characters. Okay, some thickets. Oh yeah, Ents. I wonder what to think of them. So this is the problem. I don't know what decides where the Ents show up. I wonder if it's worth trying to work that out. Okay, first Storm Temple and a cemetery. Right. So I don't want to put a cemetery here because they will summon archers eventually and they will join in on the boss fight, which is actually really soon. So we're going to Storm Temple and we can see, so we're starting off with 2 magic damage. So if we add the Storm Temple, say here, it's going to turn all of those into burnt forest. Thing is, we could add it further down, you know. We could do that. But I suppose we could have it helping with these fights, like this. I mean, I say helping, it might hurt me as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, so our magic damage is bumped up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was at 2 and now it's at 7. I almost feel like it should show the halves on here. So we're currently on 7 and now we're currently on 8. Yeah, so okay, rivers do, I know that people have said in the comments that they do, but I think I just misunderstood when I was trying to do science on them. So we've got a nice little chunk of the old magic damage. So this cemetery is... We haven't got any outposts yet. We probably want outposts for the boss fight. So we will soon be fighting the first stage. I feel like I don't want to... I mean, I could bookery these, actually. That might be a reasonable thing to do, because I don't feel ready to take on skeletons here, but we do have a load of magic damage now, so actually maybe it's okay. Yeah, let's put some skeletons over here. Okay, so I'm going to do the old trick again. So we stay, but we're paused. Look at that. Okay. Oh, loads of metal. Lovely. Okay, so weapons. And you love to see the ritual sword. It is my favourite. Look at that lovely magic damage. Not messing around. And that's the same. So you put that at the bottom. Okay, then we've got to compare our magic amulet. That's better. And footwear. Crit damage. I'd rather have the defense, I think. Evasion 13% shoes. Well, we are going to be fighting the Lich soon. I actually think this is going to be more useful for me than a bit of crit damage. So I'm going to take the evasion shoes. I think that's that. And that's a thicket. So I need to remember not to put a thicket here. Let's see if I manage that feat, that incredible feat of memory. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of a wasted river here, but I guess that's just how it is. That's such a huge buff in max HP. I think I will take it. Okay, another blood grove. Oh, we just got ourselves a dinner table. Okay, so we'll put this here. And so there's a little thing, a little thing there. The blood grove does work with a burnt forest. So there was some discussion about that possibility, and it does work. Not got any outposts yet though. I suppose for science, I'm just going to place it and see if it's anything different about it. It is a hungry grove. Okay, so that is worth knowing. So a burned forest does make a hungry grove. Alright, and then spiders. I don't want to make a spider fight here because... oh no, that's a cemetery. This will still contribute ranged enemies. But I'd really want the extra cards that the spiders would give me. Yeah, so it looks like the blood grove is spawning in here. This is a great spot for an outpost. Let's put some spiders in here to dilute these Ents. The Ents are pretty funny because they don't really hit you unless you hit them. It's a bit like me. Yeah, I tend not to hit people unless they try and hit me. Okay, let's stick a thicket in there. Actually, we could... oh wow, that's what unpleasant. I feel pretty pleased with myself there. You could see small victories. And yeah, I'm going to wait till I've got more hands before I use the bookeries. But actually, I mean, am I ever going to want to place another ruins? No. I am curious to see what happens when the bookery... Ooh, an Oblivion. Curious to see what happens when the bookery collapses. I'm sure I must have done it in the alpha, but that was a long time ago. Months ago. Okay, we've got ourselves... What have we got here? Max HP is increased by 1 for each trophy you have. That's nice. Smokescreen. After losing 20% of his max HP in battle, the hero will evade all attacks for 2 seconds. I'm not a big fan of that one. Oh, we could trade for a load of Oblivions. Well, I'm going to go with Scars. Don't have a load of uses for Oblivions. I know that they heal, but we're not about to die. Famous last words. Yeah, I think actually these could just get bookeried. But yeah, spiders are pretty tasty. Right, more rivers. And more cocoons. Wary of adding too many here. I think maybe some here would be okay. Ah, we've got the help. Forests. Lovely. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So maybe if I was wiser and I'd forgotten this. What? Whoa, it's got bits of palace up here, cheeky little lich. I do have a couple of Oblivions, though. Is that a special bit? Okay, they're all 5%. So I can Oblivion them. So there was a point. So I could have taken that perk to Oblivion all these. And I should have remembered to treat this a lot like the other fight. So let's... Yeah, let's Oblivion some stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. My feeling is that maybe this quest is this chapter is just like the bit where you go, it's like now you have to actually do some farming. You really need to buck your ideas up. Okay, so I'm going to do this so that I can get my gear out. And so that we pause. So, I mean, I could just retreat, but no way. How is it possible? Hey, Litchi. Shut up. Got a score to sell. And... Oh, so I'm not going to get my loot before the fight. Harsh. How is it going? So I've got evasion 13%, which is acceptable. I've got the storm tower kicking in. I'm drinking a lot of potions, but I think we might have this guy here. I mean, it's kind of close. Storm temple, I think, actually useful here. Actually useful. Nonsense, this is impossible for so many reasons. I don't understand. Next time I'll try something new on this punching bag. I feel like I've said that a few times now. Oh. Okay, new loot. Okay, this is the furthest I've got in chapter 4 now. Let me just readjust my chair. Ooh, another ritual sword. That's wonderful. What other... Okay, we've got some good upgrades here. Looks like that's the only weapon, and that's just straightforwardly better. And then we've got... I think more evasion would be nice. What about amulets? We've got this one, which is just better. I think a bit of counter's not going to hurt us too badly from our stamina point of view. Famous last words. And some armor to choose from. Crit chance, I think, is amazing. Very happy to have a bit more crit chance. That's another bit of armor to think about. Damage to all is just extra damage. To all, apparently. Oh, and these bits of Lich Palace are still sticking around. That's cool. I think I want to go with the crit chance. Currently our crit chance is 10. It's going to double the crit chance. That damage to all is pretty good. Actually, no. I'm going to go damage to all. Reliable. I think reliable is better than risky. I think until I can stack my crit chance a lot higher than that, then I think I want to be... I don't want to be doing that. And that's just some straightforward evasion shoes. Or we could have magic damage shoes. I think we go with evasion shoes. Yeah, I think that's right. Defense 5 on these shoes is interesting. Okay, so we're actually in the Lich's Palace. That's cool. Okay, getting some rivers out. And we've got more rivers now than forests, but I think the river's probably going to want to kink around this way anyway, so I may as well lay it out now before we get to the bookery. I haven't seen any outposts. Did I remember to select outposts? I'm not sure I did now. Okay, there it is. Finally an outpost. So, I think we want help in this boss fight, but we're not going to have the boss fight for a little bit. So I'm going to put this up here to help with the spiders and the skeletons here. And maybe now that we've got them, we'll have another skeleton there. And that's a river. Of course, this spider's kind of in the way. We could bring the river back down here to double these existing forests. I think I'm going to delay that decision until we get too close to the bookery. Okay, we've got our little soldier guy. I think I have upgrades on my soldiers. I think I can improve them. Wow. Another outpost. So I think we'll put another... And we could get help with this fight as well. I think actually at the moment this is probably one of my scarier fights. Yeah, I think so. And then we've got rivers. So we could have a weird under... We could go under here. With I think the river can run underneath the road. I guess it'll be another bold opportunity for science to advance. Yeah, something like this. Also got a couple of nice spots for the burned forest. And the burned forest here should get tripled actually. Oh jeez, we've made a reed fight. Okay, we'll have to put another outpost there. Can be a bit nasty. Oh yeah, and I need to see, does this lightning beacon actually... every 5 seconds. Okay, so it's seconds. It's not on the day timer. It's seconds. All right. So let's put that there. So I think we're going to be running the river under the road. We just lost the cemetery. Place it with another cemetery. That's marvelous. We could actually have a little cemetery here. Again, cheesy little bit. Okay, so someone did point out that my damage all triggers the Ents, which is kind of worrying. Okay, so if that first boss here was the Lich, I guess the second one is going to be the Empress. Why have I got such a mental block? I think partly I'm still trying to protect myself from spoilers. That sounds just idiotic enough. It might be true. Okay, so we're on magic damage 25. That's a lot of magic damage. And then this should bump it up to at least 20, either 26 or 27, depending on where we are halves. 28. Well, now I'm just confused. I guess it got doubled. Maybe it does get cubed now. Wow, we're actually nearly dead. Do you see how much damage the big guy just did to me in there? Okay, that's a fight that needs... Okay, it's not going to let me go underneath the road. Okay. Good to know. I might even want to Oblivion this back. Or maybe even Oblivion this, and then come back down. But we're making lots of merfolk fights. So yeah, it's still loads of things, inaccuracies. Oh, damn it. Oh, gonna have to do this in the middle of a fight now. Okay, crit damage chance is great. But it's only 6%. What other weapons have we got? We've got this one, which is counter. I'm not so keen on counter without defense. And then we've got shoes. Okay, this might be way better. Crit damage chance 607. I think that's worth taking. Big health increase as well. And 17 to 25 is actually... I'd rather have a slightly less damage, but magic damage. So we don't have that axe. 13 to 20, again, it's less magic damage on that. And the crit damage chance, so we'd take up to 23. And it's more damage, yeah. So I think we take at least, yeah, we take this. And then shoes. The amulet. Maybe, yeah, I think we want more magic HP. I know it's, actually, I'll try and remember to do that after the fight. Actually, what happens if I put in mid-fight? Looks like my magic damage actually went down when I placed that. Maybe that was just a straight-up mistake. Okay. What do we got in here? 10% chance to simultaneously attack 2 targets. Well, obviously that's pretty great. First, the hero receives 7% less damage at every enemy, starting after the second enemy. Every 10% of lost HP gives you 0.5% chance to instantly deal 1,000% damage. I've not really tried this. I think fuss is good. We don't have actually plus 30. We don't have a crazy attack speed. It's 10% chance. 10% of lost HP give 0.5% chance to instantly deal 1,000 damage. I mean, it doesn't feel good, but I'm gonna take it anyway. It doesn't feel like the right choice, so I'm gonna do it. Surely that makes sense to you as well. No, it doesn't? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. Okay, so there's the Oblivion. I think Operation Reroute the Road is kind of worthwhile. And I've not destroyed a bridge before. Okay, and then probably going to destroy this Hungry Grove too. But we did that for science, didn't we? That's why it's in the way. I had this great plan, and science came first. Not very gentlemanly. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we're going to Oblivion this, and then we're going to run our river down. So we might hit the Bookery first and lose all these rivers. So, yeah. But the Storm Temple. So we could have that kind of joining in on some of these fights. We could have an additional Storm Temple in here. Now, the next fight is against the mirror person with all the mirrors, so we could have it kind of joining in, and on those fights too. And we're going to have a squid fight here, actually. So we're going to... So I need to remember not to put a thicket in there. Precious, precious thickets. Another Bookery. Another Storm... The game's just like, yeah, you like Storm Temples? I heard you like Storm Temples. Let's not do that. Though, I mean, this is the thing, right? If I try and hang on to one of these, it means that if I do find I'm running out of... That I've got problems with stamina, I could just turn all of these into magic damage. What I'm really looking for is the Oblivion now. I think that's... Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be lovely. Okay, another outpost. So yeah, these are our kind of secret weapon. Yeah, always want help with these spider fights. They're surprisingly scary. And it means we could maybe have another spider in here. In fact, let's... But I think it'll go down by preference. We'll see. We'll see. So this is a forest, so we're going to put it online with this. so it gets burnt. There's an Ent village. We're gonna get help with it, so that's fine. And then we can have a thicket here for a bit more attack speed. But I like this idea of maybe converting these to magic damage later on. I like this idea. More thickets. Okay. Wow, loads more thickets. So we need to leave this space up for our backup plan. Yeah, so this space is reserved. And we're now just waiting for an Oblivion to go through here. And spiders. I think we dilute the Ents again with spiders. I think Ents plus spiders may be less scary than just spiders or just Ents. Don't know if that's accurate. Okay, so I'm going to do my special trick that I'm very proud of. What have I actually farmed so far? Oh, actually, wow, 2 skulls. So it's a way of killing the Lich to get 2 skulls instead of 1 skull? Oh no, I think you always get 2. Don't mind me. Okay, we've got a 143 amulet. We could just, that's an upgrade. That's just an upgrade, I think. Well, this is going to give me damage chance. Now, 24% to 34 is a big increase. I know it's only 10%, but it's a more significant increase than 0 to 10. And what's our current amount? 140%. So we don't have a big buff on the amount, but it's still pretty good. This is just a better version of the same armor. And we've only got... we could drop a bit of evasion. Actually, yeah, this is good. We'd drop 2 evasion, but we'd gain 4 damage. Yeah, it's a bit funky with these where it's got evasion on it twice. But yeah, we could drop 2% evasion to get those other benefits. Let's just put that on. And critical damage plus 30%. Okay. Yeah, it makes more sense to look at them all at once. Alright, this is a 6 for 21 to 31. So it's only... Actually, 31 is... so pretty nice top end there. We've actually got quite a lot of magic damage now. Yeah, I think I will replace the ritual sword. And... yeah, and this is just the best. I think we want the crit chance. This feels like a less straightforward decision. So we'd lose 2% evasion, but we gain 30% crit damage. Actually, that's pretty big. We're up to 40% now, on 40% chance. So I think this should be big damage. We do have a little bit of vampirism built in, of course, because we're rogue. Got a little bit built in. So we're waiting to destroy that. This is actually going to probably be the path of the river, so I could put a thicket up there. And it's no real, no skin off my nose. You've got to use as many archaic terms as you can when you're doing this kind of thing. And a forest. So yeah, river's going to run down here. And then we're probably going to have a storm temple here, I imagine. Oh, you can't have a forest there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Blood Grove. We do have some Blood Grove possibilities over here. I'm very wary of the Blood Grove, though. It's those blood golems will wreck face. They are so dangerous. 2 potions on this fight. Maybe my idea that spiders and that spiders would dilute was mistaken. We'll put a thicket here for now. We might make it into a... Yeah, we might do the Storm Temple thing with it. Wow, nice. Another forest for the... Yeah, I could just burn these now, I mean, we are gaining, quite a lot of attack speed. Another blood grove. Could have one here actually. But there, yeah, this would make a very rough fight here. We're not going to have any help. I think it's too risky. I don't think, because they have the thing with them is that they have guaranteed hits on their last hit, and it's a big hit. It's like you can't evade it. It's just a big mean old hit. But, yeah, I need to look closely at my. Where have we got an outpost support? Here we've got a little bit of outpost support. What I really need to look at is my next fight. I need to look at where my stamina bar is. How is it looking? Just what I'm focusing on now. Looks okay in that one-on-one, but I'm not really doing any evading in that. Just that thing of like, if you have too much attack speed buff as well as evasion, it can be a problem. So yeah, I should have put that forest out first. Yeah, these are a little bit rough. Okay, let's have. I just don't know what's. I think maybe the magic damage is. I think we do this now, and again, this is kind of on instinct, not on necessarily calculation or knowledge. So let's we leave that for potentially turning this lot into. And still no. Yeah, no oblivion for this, so we can run our river down. I mean, I could get a second bookery. Where am I? I'm over here. Yeah, let's have a second bookery. No oblivion there either. And that's it. We could just have a nice line of forest along here. I mean, it's not going to get buffed. Do I want to try and bring on the fight now? I think maybe I do. I think because it just levels up so much more quickly. I'm going to try and bring on the boss fight now, but I still want to commit to bringing the river down here. But we've got a long way to go before that's going to happen. So I'm going to put these out, and good to have a thicket for potential kind of blood grove placement. So if I actually no, we've got the blood grove could actually go. No, we don't have the help. Could just have a thicket somewhere. No, let's burn the thicket. And I'm gonna. Oh, I can't place rivers. Okay, let's place the blood grove. Actually, the blood grove will help with this fight. Maybe. Damn it. Okay, we should hopefully be able to place this stuff and get the boss fight here. I've not done the boss fight there before. I'm on. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it is the second boss. Let's just make ourselves as juicy as possible for this. Really pump up the juice. My suspicion is that actually the magic damage is the key here. So we've got to fight these pirates. And let's and the trouble is I actually don't think I get my loot before this fight, which is kind of gross. Okay. Yeah, I don't get the new stuff before the fight. Could you please stop? I refuse. To arms! There you go, that's brief. No time for jibber jabber here. So we do get the guard helping us. Is it going to be the guard didn't do a lot though. I mean, maybe it tanked for us. The lightning's going to be helpful though, because there are just so many of them. But we might oh yeah, it looks like we're doomed. Damage ore might be the way to deal with this boss. So maybe something like you. Well, we died in infamy. Okay, so here's something that's interesting. Because we're on loot 4, it costs 4 skulls to keep this stuff. We gained 2 on this, so we're basically paying 2 skulls to gain a skull and some other stuff. I mean, there's some furniture there, some craft fragments. I've got 8 skulls left. I suspect that actually this isn't worthwhile. I think if there were things here that I was really into, I'd rather keep my skulls for better runs. So, anyway, that wraps it up for that one. Thanks so much for joining me. If you like the video, like the video, and until next time, catch you in the next loop.